They say truth is stranger than fiction. But what if the fiction we binge watch is just a sugar-coated version of something they tried to bury? I am Detective Drayk, and I've learned never to dismiss a story just because it has monsters. It started with a set of redacted documents buried in the archives of Montauk, Long Island. Pages blacked out, like someone tried to smother history with a Sharpie. A government experiment called Project MK Ultra. Another more mysterious, Project Montauk. I was already neck-deep in a missing persons case. 4 teens gone from a nearby town, vanished without a trace, leaving behind only a scorched patch of pine forest and a static-laced walkie-talkie whispering in a child's voice. We're still here. At first, the brass wanted me to chalk it up to a runaway scenario. But runaway teens don't leave behind radiation pockets, and they don't all vanish at the exact same time, mid-conversation, in a town with a decommissioned military base that's off-limits even to local law enforcement. There's something about these cases, like the air around them feels charged, warped, heavier. Locals whispered of children taken for experiments, enhanced perception, psychic testing, a boy who could bend metal without touching it, another who could hear thoughts. Sound familiar? That's when someone sent me a USB drive. No return address. On it, a grainy VHS transfer from 1983. A child, eyes covered, trembling, being exposed to loud frequencies in a soundproof room. The timestamp glitching out. But between the static, a name slips through. 11. Pause. Let me ask you something. You've been watching this case unfold with me. You've seen the burn marks, heard the confessions, smelled the fear in the records no one was supposed to read. What's your gut telling you? Are we chasing shadows, or are we dragging a very real monster out of the dark? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Your instincts might just tilt this case in the right direction. Because the truth, it's never where you expect it. And I'm listening. Now, as I traced the link between the missing teens and the original Montauk subjects, something clicked. The pattern of disappearances matched solar flare activity. Every spike, a child missing. Not random, timed. And if you're thinking this sounds like science fiction, think again. Science fiction is just science that hasn't been declassified yet. I followed one lead to an underground corridor beneath the old Montauk Air Force Station. Concrete sweating, doors bolted with rusted locks that were newer than the base's official closure date. On the walls, strange symbols, childlike drawings. One, unmistakably, of a creature with no face, just a mouth. Not a demogorgon, but something close. Here's the part they won't put in any Netflix credits. The inspiration for Stranger Things wasn't just Project Montauk. It was a series of real reports, real missing kids, and real silenced whistleblowers. The Duffer Brothers, let's just say they had access to more than imagination. What they created was a show. What they mirrored was a cover-up. And now here's the real twist. I'm still investigating. One of the 4 kids, Mason, age 14, he came back, sort of. Naked in the middle of a highway, couldn't speak, eyes wide, heart rate off the charts, kept pointing at the sky. And when he finally whispered something, it chilled me. They know we're watching. Let me leave you with this. If you think the world is just what you see on the surface, you haven't been looking deep enough. Behind every fantastical story is a darker truth, trying to claw its way out. It's not just upside down, it's inside out. Right beneath our noses. And remember, subscribing to this channel might not save your life, but it will make you the smartest person in the room when this all breaks wide open. And trust me, you're gonna want that edge when the lights start flickering. Stay sharp, stay curious.